BMW is pumping fake engine noise through your speakers while hiding the actual exhaust. Mercedes charges €120,000 for an S-Class with plastic exhaust tips that aren't even connected to anything. Volkswagen's new Golf has a steering wheel that activates the wrong function every time you adjust your grip. And don't get me started on the €80,000 Audi with interior plastic that scratches if you look at it wrong. Modern cars have become rolling insults to anyone who actually drives them. These aren't features, they're deliberate decisions to make your life worse while charging you more. And number 4 on this list is so deceptive, it's actually illegal in some countries. If you've bought a car in the last 5 years, you're a victim of at least 7 of these automotive crimes. The automotive industry has lost its mind. In the pursuit of cost-cutting and fake premium feelings, manufacturers are installing features that actively make driving worse, ownership miserable, and maintenance impossible. These aren't mistakes or oversights, they're calculated decisions to prioritize profit over people. I've spent months documenting the worst offenses, talking to owners, mechanics, and even former automotive engineers who've confirmed the insanity. What started as minor annoyances have become industry standards that nobody asked for and everybody hates. According to J.D. Power's 2024 quality studies, feature dissatisfaction is now the #1 complaint, surpassing mechanical problems for the first time in history. We've reached a point where cars work mechanically but fail at being cars. If you're as angry about these fake features as I am, smash that subscribe button and let's expose every disgusting trick manufacturers are pulling, because consumer silence is why we're stuck with this garbage. Let's start with the most universally despised premium feature, piano black plastic. This glossy black trim that covers everything from center consoles to door panels to steering wheel bezels. It looks stunning in showrooms for exactly 3 seconds before becoming a scratched, fingerprinted, dust-collecting nightmare. Hamburg detailer Markus Schmidt told me, "I charge €200 extra for cars with piano black interiors. It's impossible to clean without marking it. One microfiber towel used wrong and it's permanently scratched. Customers think I damaged their car, but it was already destroyed." The science behind why it's so bad. Piano black shows scratches because it's just cheap ABS plastic with a glossy coating. That coating is softer than human fingernails. Literally, your fingernail is harder than this premium surface. It scratches from dust particles, cleaning cloths, even the oils from your skin. Here's the disgusting part. Manufacturers know this. Internal documents from a major German manufacturer, leaked to German magazine Automotor und Sport, show they're aware piano black has durability issues but uses it because it photographs well for marketing materials and costs €2 per car versus €8 for brushed aluminium. A 2024 Audi A6 has piano black covering 40% of the interior. After 1 year, owners report it looks like it's been attacked with sandpaper. The replacement cost for the center console trim alone, €780, for a plastic that costs Audi €2 to make. Even worse, some manufacturers are now offering scratch-resistant piano black as an expensive option. Porsche charges €1,200 for piano black premium trim. It's the same garbage plastic with a slightly harder coating that scratches in 6 months instead of 3. This one makes my blood boil. Fake exhaust tips. Decorative pieces of plastic or chrome that aren't connected to the actual exhaust system. We're not talking about cheap cars here. The $120,000 Mercedes S-Class has fake exhausts. The €95,000 Audi RS6 has fake exhausts. Even the €150,000 BMW M760i has fake exhausts. Munich mechanic Hans Weber showed me under a 2024 Mercedes E-Class. See that chrome exhaust tip integrated into the bumper? Completely fake. The real exhaust is this tiny pipe hidden underneath, pointing at the ground. They're literally lying about where exhaust comes from. The deception gets worse. Mercedes, BMW, and Audi design these fake tips to look functional. They have depth, internal structure, even fake carbon deposits to look used. It's automotive catfishing, presenting something fundamentally false as reality. Why do they do it? Cost and design flexibility. Real exhaust tips that look good cost €150 per car to manufacture and install. Fake ones cost €15. Multiply that by millions of vehicles and you can see why shareholders love fake exhausts. But here's the truly disgusting part. They still advertise these cars with quad exhaust or sport exhaust system. The Audi SQ5 marketing says distinctive quad exhaust. Those 4 tips? All fake. The real exhaust is 2 hidden pipes underneath. Consumer protection groups in Germany are investigating whether this constitutes false advertising. One owner successfully sued BMW for misrepresentation when he discovered his €89,000 540i's exhausts were decorative. BMW settled out of court. Remember when buttons worked? Push button? Things happen. Revolutionary concept. Now we have touch-sensitive surfaces that don't sense touch, capacitive buttons that activate randomly, and haptic feedback that feels like a dying phone vibrator. The worst offender? Volkswagen's new capacitive steering wheel controls. Copenhagen VW owner Lars Peterson. I tried to adjust volume, accidentally activate voice control. Tried to skip songs, somehow turn on heated steering. In winter gloves? Forget it, nothing works. I've nearly crashed multiple times fighting with these stupid touch controls. The data is damning. Euro NCAP found that cars with touch-sensitive controls have 38% more driver distraction events than those with physical buttons. The average driver takes 24 seconds to adjust temperature on a touchscreen versus 3 seconds with a knob. That's 21 seconds of not watching the road. Cadillac's user experience designers admitted in a conference that capacitive buttons have a 23% false activation rate. Nearly 1 in 4 touches don't do what you intended. Imagine if your house light switch only worked 77% of the time. Here's why they use them. Cost. A physical button with wiring costs €3.50. A capacitive surface costs 80 cents. Multiply that by 30 buttons in a modern car, and they save €81 per vehicle. Your frustration is worth €81 to them. The glove problem is inexcusable. In Northern Europe, people wear gloves 4 months per year. Touch controls don't work with gloves. So BMW's solution? They sell touchscreen compatible gloves in their accessory catalog for €89. They created a problem, then sell you the solution. This should be illegal, and in some interpretations of consumer law, it actually is. Manufacturers are pumping fake engine noise through your speakers, presenting it as the actual sound of your engine. BMW calls it active sound design. Volkswagen calls it sound actor. I call it fraud. Here's how sick this is. The BMW M235i plays a pre-recorded 6-cylinder engine sound through your speakers, while the actual engine is a 4-cylinder. They're literally playing you the sound of a different engine. That's like a restaurant playing sizzling steak sounds while microwaving your frozen dinner. Frankfurt audio engineer Klaus Müller tested a 2024 Audi S5. With the fuse pulled for the sound system, it sounded like a vacuum cleaner. With the fake sound, it's aggressive and sporty. They're creating an entirely false perception of what you bought. Ford went even further. The Mustang EcoBoost has a sound symposer, a tube that pipes induction noise into the cabin. Except it doesn't. Investigations revealed it's actually a speaker and a tube playing synthesized engine noise synchronized to the throttle input. They built a fake mechanical system to hide that it's fake. The European Consumer Organization is investigating this as potential fraud. Their legal advisor stated, if you're presenting artificial sound as genuine engine noise, that's deceptive practice. Consumers believe they're buying a vehicle that sounds a certain way, but that sound doesn't exist. Even EVs are doing it. The Porsche Taycan is a €500 electric sports sound that plays spaceship noises proportional to acceleration. At least they admit it's fake. ICE manufacturers pretend their fake noise is real. The psychology is manipulative. Studies show consumers associate certain sounds with power and quality. Manufacturers exploit this by playing sounds that trigger these associations, regardless of mechanical reality. You're not buying an engine. You're buying a speaker system pretending to be an engine. The steering wheel is the primary control interface between human and machine. It needs to work perfectly, every time, without thought. So, naturally, manufacturers replace reliable physical buttons with capacitive touch surfaces that activate when you don't want them to and don't activate when you do. The new Mercedes S-Class steering wheel has capacitive buttons for everything. Vienna Mercedes owner Wolfgang Hartmann. I rest my thumb while turning, accidentally activate cruise control, adjust my grip, skip 3 songs. Try to use them intentionally. Nothing happens. It's like the car is actively trying to fight me. Testing by Autobuild found capacitive steering wheel controls have 31% false positive rates, activate unintentionally, 19% false negative rates, don't activate when pressed, 100% failure rate when driver wears gloves, and 67% reduced accuracy when hands are wet. The safety implications are terrifying. A UK study found drivers using capacitive steering controls looked away from the road 4 times more often than those with physical buttons. Average eyes off road time increased by 0.8 seconds to 3.2 seconds. At 100 km per hour, that's 89 meters of blind driving. Volkswagen's latest Golf R has capacitive buttons that control driving modes. Nürburgring instructor Michael Schumacher, not that one, told me, I've seen 3 crashes where drivers accidentally change modes mid-corner because they gripped the wheel differently. Suddenly you're in comfort mode with no stability control while attacking a corner. It's insane. Cost savings? €4 per steering wheel. Physical buttons with tactile feedback cost €12 to implement. Capacitive surfaces cost €8. Your safety is worth €4 to Volkswagen. Gloss black wheels are the automotive equivalent of white pants. Theoretically attractive, but practically stupid. They show every speck of brake dust, every drop of water, every molecule of dirt. They look good for exactly the time it takes to drive off the dealer lot. Birmingham detailer James Cooper. Gloss black wheels are my retirement plan. Customers pay me €150 per week to clean them because they look terrible after one drive. The brake dust etches into the finish, water spots become permanent, they're literally impossible to maintain. The science. Gloss black shows contamination more than any other color because of light reflection. Brake dust, which is metallic and light colored, contrasts maximally against black. The glossy finish reflects every imperfection like a mirror. It's the worst possible combination for something that lives inches from brake rotors. BMW charges €2,100 for gloss black wheels on the M3. Those wheels look horrible after 1,000 kilometers. The matte black option, €2,400, stays clean looking 10 times longer. But gloss photographs better in marketing materials, so that's what they push. Here's the disgusting part. Manufacturers know gloss black wheels require special maintenance. BMW's own care guide recommends weekly cleaning with specific products. They designed wheels that need constant, expensive maintenance, then charge you extra for them. Porsche takes it even further. Their gloss black wheels have a special coating that costs €800 extra. That coating? It makes them slightly easier to clean. Not easy, slightly easier. You're paying €800 to reduce your weekly cleaning from impossible to merely difficult. Real carbon fiber is amazing. Lightweight, strong, expensive, and beautiful. Fake carbon fiber is plastic with a printed pattern that fools nobody and insults everyone. Yet manufacturers stick this garbage everywhere and charge premium prices for it. The 2024 Audi A4S line has Carbon Atlas trim. It's injection molded plastic with a carbon fiber print that looks like a bad phone case. Audi charges €450 for this upgrade over standard aluminium trim. The actual cost difference? About €3 per car. Real carbon fiber has depth, unique weaving patterns, and a three-dimensional appearance that changes with viewing angle. Fake carbon is flat, repetitive, and obviously plastic from any distance closer than 10 meters. It's automotive blackface, offensive impersonation of something authentic. Rome composite engineer Paolo Bianchi. Real carbon fiber trim would cost maybe €200 to manufacture. These companies could easily offer it. Instead, they charge €500 for fake plastic because consumers don't know the difference until it's too late. The fake carbon fiber also ages horribly. UV exposure causes the print to fade. The clear coat yellows. After 3 years, it looks like diseased skin. Real carbon fiber maintains its appearance for decades. Even performance brands do this. The BMW M Performance catalog sells carbon fiber mirror caps for €600. They're plastic. Real carbon ones from aftermarket suppliers cost €400. BMW charges more for fake than others charge for real. Mercedes-AMG is worse. Their carbon fiber trim package costs €3,500 and includes maybe €50 worth of actual carbon fiber. The rest is printed plastic. They mix real and fake, hoping the real pieces legitimize the fake ones. Remember door handles? You pulled them, doors opened. Revolutionary. Now we have electronic handles that pop out, slide, present themselves, or require secret handshakes. They freeze in winter, break constantly, and cost fortunes to repair. The Range Rover Velar's deployable door handles are the worst. In winter, they freeze inside the door. Owners report standing outside their €75,000 SUV, unable to enter because the handles won't deploy. Land Rover solution? Pour warm water on them. In 2025, their answer to frozen handles is a kettle. Tesla's Model S handles fail so often, there's a cottage industry fixing them. San Francisco Tesla specialist Robert Chen. We replace 20 handles monthly at €500 each. They last 2 to 3 years maximum. The motor burns out, gears strip, sensors fail. A mechanical handle would last the car's lifetime. The statistics are damning. Electronic handles fail 50 times more often than mechanical. Average repair costs between €400 and €800 versus 50 for mechanical. Winter failure rates 23% in sub-zero temperatures, and they can't be opened manually in electrical failure. The safety implications are terrifying. When a BMW i8 crashed in Denmark, first responders couldn't open the doors because the electronic handles had no manual override. The driver was extracted through the windscreen. BMW's response? They added a hidden manual release that nobody knows exists. Cost motivation is obvious. Electronic handles allow flush mounting, improving aerodynamics by 0.001%. That theoretical efficiency gain justifies charging €2,000 for the convenience of handles that don't work when you need them most. Start-stop systems that turn off your engine at traffic lights save approximately 0.2 liters per 100 kilometers in perfect conditions. They also destroy starter motors, batteries, and dual-mass flywheels while making every journey miserable. But here's the truly disgusting part. Manufacturers are removing the ability to permanently disable them. The new BMW 3 Series requires you to disable start-stop every single time you start the car. There's no way to permanently turn it off. No coding option, no hidden menu. BMW forces you to experience their fuel-saving theater regardless of preference. Berlin taxi driver Mehmet Özkan. My Mercedes E-Class has started 47,000 times in 18 months because of start-stop. The starter motor failed at 80,000 kilometers, €1,200 replacement. The fuel saved? Maybe €200. It's economic insanity. The real-world data is clear. Starter motor life reduced by 60%. Battery life reduced by 40%. Dual mass flywheel wear increased by 35%. Active fuel saving in city driving, 0.08 litres per 100 kilometers. The EU mandates stop-starts for emissions regulations, but doesn't require it to be permanent. Manufacturers choose to remove the off switch. They want their fleet averages to look good on paper, regardless of real-world impact. Here's what's truly sick. Dealers sell stop-start eliminator modules for €200 to €400 that automatically disable it every drive. The manufacturers know people hate it so much they'll pay hundreds to defeat it, yet they still won't add a simple permanent off switch. Porsche is the only honest one. Their stop-start can be permanently disabled in settings. When asked why, a Porsche engineer said, "Our customers buy drivers' cars. Forcing unwanted features isn't driving enjoyment. Every other manufacturer should be ashamed." These 9 features represent everything wrong with modern automotive design: prioritizing appearance over function, cost-cutting over quality, and deception over honesty. These aren't mistakes or oversights. They're deliberate decisions to extract maximum profit while delivering minimum value. The fake exhausts that lie about where they are. The piano black that looks premium for 5 minutes then garbage forever. The touch controls that don't work with gloves in countries where it's winter for 5 months. The fake engine sounds that present fiction as reality. These aren't features, they're insults. Every single one exists because manufacturers think you're too stupid to notice or too powerless to resist. They photograph well for marketing, save pennies in production, and generate massive profit in repairs and replacements. The truly disgusting part? We accept it. We buy cars with fake exhausts and pretend they're real. We deal with capacitive controls that don't work and blame ourselves. We pay extra for gloss black wheels that look terrible after one drive. We've been conditioned to accept degradation as innovation. The consumer rebellion is starting. The used car market for pre-2015 vehicles, before this nonsense infected everything, is exploding. People are keeping older cars longer. Aftermarket companies are making fortunes fixing what manufacturers deliberately broke. The message to manufacturers needs to be clear. We see through your fake exhausts. We're tired of scratched piano black. We want buttons that work and door handles that open. Stop insulting us with fake materials and deceptive features. Build honest cars or watch us buy from companies that will. Because ultimately, these disgusting features aren't just annoying, they're symptomatic of an industry that's lost respect for its customers, and that disrespect is why people increasingly hate modern cars. Which of these features makes you angriest? What disgusting innovation did I miss? Share your modern car horror stories below, because exposing this garbage is the only way to stop it.